To the top. All right. What's up, y'all? Let me hear y'all say peace in the morning. Come on. Peace in the morning. 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 Come on, y'all. Yeah, that's right. We love 2021 Kunte Festival here at the city dock of the city of Annapolis. We're the capital of Maryland and once the capital of the United States of America. Right here live. My name is Darius A. Stanton, and we want to thank our signature sponsor for today, our K-Belong Shoe Lane. Our K-Belong. Yes, indeed. And here's our first guest to kick off today. Wouldn't be any more fitting other than to have Kinte himself. That's right, or a member of the Bruce family, or a member of Al K-Belong Shoe Lane, but instead we have Mayor Gavin Buckley. Right on. Welcome to the Peace of the Morning Show. Welcome back. The last time we were on the show was for the Kunte MLK Parade.
Yep.
But it was much colder.
A little colder. It's beautiful today. Everyone should come down here and do this. It's so cool.
So, Mr. Mayor, what does it mean, like, for you to be able to see this is now? How long have you been in this so far?
Nearly 4 years.
Okay, so in your 4 years, this is now your third Kunte Kinte because you didn't have it last year.
Yeah, we missed it last year, so it's so great to see it back.
So what does it mean to have all of these people coming downtown, taxis, food, restaurants, parking? I mean, everything is flowing, the weather's beautiful. From your perspective in the city, how does that make you feel?
I mean, this is an amazing economic driver from the city. It's great to see so many people come from all over the region to enjoy the amazing food and fashion and the water and all the businesses in town. It really is a special thing.
So now, to the history and the culture and the prominence of, the people in the diaspora, African Americans here in the United States, but here in the city of Annapolis. From your perspective, from a cultural perspective, how important is this, for the city of Annapolis?
I think we tend to focus on just colonial history and only aspects of colonial history in the city. The fact that Alex Haley traced his roots here, that Kunte Kinte came through this port, that is global. The whole world knows about that. You ask people about that, they know the root story, right? And so, but a lot of them don't know the root story and the connection to Annapolis. So this festival puts the spotlight on that. This should put us on the map as a city to come to in the world just because of what happened here.
Well, we definitely appreciate you and your team rolling out the red carpet to make sure that everything is as beautiful as it is in terms of just the setup, the layout. So, right now, there's so much going on in the world. And particularly, we just dealing with, you see people coming from Afghanistan and the strikes that they dealt with, the people in Texas right now, in terms of, what's going on in Haiti and that child tribulation. So how do you see Annapolis, stepping in and really helping people locally to make sure that they're taking care of it in the midst of suffering and pain?
So I think when we have tragedy in this city, we come together. So, and people, you saw it in the tornado that just touched down in Parole. You saw people come out, help clean up. You saw it with COVID, where we took testing and vaccinations and food drives into communities that had very limited resources. So I believe that we step up. We always can do a lot more. I want to make this one of the most inclusive cities in the city. Not only are we having this amazing festival here today, but if you walk up Main Street, there are flags from every Latin American country because it's Hispanic Heritage Month as well.
Yes. I love it. I love it, Latin Heritage Month. As a matter of fact, we celebrate, we just, I love the music, the food, truly. Diversity really coming into the city.
Yeah, I think that people don't know this was an international port. Annapolis was the cultural mecca for the New World. Everything happened in this town. Horse racing and gambling and commerce and all the amazing things that come out of the formation of a new country. Hamilton came through this port to make his fortune in the New World. And so we got to celebrate some of those aspects of our history, not the specific white history, which always seems to get focused on. There is so much more to Annapolis than just that.
Well, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because our sponsor today, as you can see, is Alkebulan Shule, which is the original word Alkebulan out of Kemet for the continent of Africa, and Shule is school for Kiswahili in Kiswahili. So that's our sponsor today, and they're doing great work creating an online school educating people about ancient world history, which happens to be ancient Africa, or in this case, Alkebulan. So we definitely appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. And it's an election going on right now. You're coming up. You didn't have to be contested in the primary. Am I correct?
Yeah, no contesting in the primary, but I got a anti-vaxxer and a reopen Marylander in the general.
Okay, so you got a big deal coming up. This is Mayor Gavin Buckley. We appreciate your support, Mr. Mayor. Thanks for being our first guest.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everything that you do for this town, man. You have made such a difference.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate that. Thank you. My grandparents, my parents, that's what brought us here. So this is Mr. Mayor Gavin Buckley. Let's give him a big round of applause. Amaka, let me get Sister Monica. So hey, we live. This is Darius A. Stanton. We're right here at the Alkebulan Shule, setting up Kunte Kinte Festival 20. We're excited about being here. We broadcast live. Make sure you push it out there. Tons of vendors. The food is awesome. And it's just so much going on. If you spin the camera around, let you see what's happening here. You can check it out, but it's a lot going on down here. So it's going to be running till 7 o'clock. Close the phone just left the stage. And this also have Junkyard Band coming all the way down the road. Down here in the city of Annapolis. We got young brother, the House Congo player, Troy excited. Yeah, we try to get him on the show, but he's too busy. Oh, you're on stage? Oh, okay, yeah, we want to get him on, get him on live. Definitely, go get him. So yeah, we coming up, we're going to have a number of folks who are part of the founding story of Alkebulan Shule. So let me tell you about Alkebulan Shule. First, before I do that, make sure you go on our website, www.peaceofthemorningshow.tv. That's www.peaceofthemorningshow.tv. Go to our YouTube page, Peace of the Morning Show with Darius A. Stanton. Subscribe there, please, and on our Facebook page, which you got to be on now if you watch this live. So Alkebulan Shule is a school that was actually formed during the pandemic last year. About 10 people got together. And when I tell you these are 10 brilliant people, I mean, selfless, egoless, very focused, very bright, committed people. And all we do is build and find ways to create solutions to make sure that our community is educated about who we are, so that the world can be educated. As a matter of fact, that's right, don't walk away. Our next alderman, our current alderman, coming to the stage. Come on up. I'm doing so well, especially now that I get to say a pin down. Since you like to do words, I like to rhyme too. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alderwoman Rhonda Pindell Charles.
See everybody today, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I mean to tell you, the only thing I guess if we could take it out to parole, that'd be the only difference, huh?
Well, but it's fine right here.
I know that's right.
Perfect spot, and Jan Lee has done a tremendous job. Only 36 years old, and this is her second time. The first time she did it 2 years ago. Tremendous today. And I can't say enough about Ward 3 products and residents. Jan is a Ward 3 resident and product.
Come on now. And you all just suffered a major tragedy. So fortunately, no loss of life. But the tornado did recently touch down in your community, and you all are working to rebuild. How's the community doing as a result of it?
We are doing tremendously well. No one was injured. No one was No one lost their lives. We had great partners, the city, county, the state, BGE. We've had BGE, Red Cross, a Buddhist organization that came out and has helped us out. But we are resilient. Everyone is just saying nobody lost their life, no one was injured. Didn't hear a complaint one from anybody. The West Street opened up the next day. Annapolis Gardens had their lights on at 11 o'clock that night. We in Parole had our lights on at 6 o'clock the next day. The Friday, the last one was Admiral Oaks at noon. So we can't complain about anything. God is good. God is great. No loss of life, no injuries. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. That's right. No loss of life. We are so grateful, and thank you for your service. Thank you for your commitment. I know you're in the midst of an election right now. And
the primary was Tuesday, so we're just waiting for the results. So far, I've gone at 72% of the vote, so I'm really pleased about it. Got a great campaign team, and the mayor has been wonderfully supportive, and I see him standing there talking to a couple of folks right now. So we're just blessed and grateful to be here and to be here with you, with all the folks that have come out again to Kunte Kinte. It's such a meaningful event, and we can't say enough about Annapolis residents and the region.
Well, I really appreciate you stopping by, especially so impromptu. But as always, you did an excellent, eloquent job of representing your ward, the city of Annapolis. And thank you so much for your service. Thank you for your leadership. And before you leave, one of the things that is happening today that you shared, which is so important, we've dealt with, like many other cities throughout the United States, a significant amount of violence, a significant amount of overdoses from opioid, just a number of things that have really traumatized our communities. And today, and you've been working nonstop throughout the city, bringing people together, bringing men together, spiritual organizations into the community, a number of things, solid, consistent programming at the recreational level, not just kind of surface stuff, but really, and not just traditional narrative of police officers, more police. But today is an event going on addressing men and being able to address our mental health. So just, as a former prosecutor, how important is mental health versus using all those other things that have not worked? More jails have not worked, tougher sentencing has not worked, gun laws have not worked, none of those things have worked. Mental health, how important is that?
Mental health is extremely important. If you don't have your health, everything is pretty much nothing. So mental health is extremely important. Organizations to provide those services. I work, as you know, with Anne Arundel County Public Schools full-time in the Office of Equity. We're definitely working on a particular problem as well with our families, with our students. So I'm pleased that we're moving the direction. Reach one, teach one, each one, do that. That's extremely important. But before you leave me today, I want to give a shout out to my Aunt Pearl Pendell Swan. Aunt Pearl is 99 years old. Today? No, she was 99 in February. But because the campaigning has taken pretty much all of my energy, today I said the first thing on my list is to have lunch with my Aunt Pearl today. So I'm on my way to her home to have lunch with her. Going to stop off at Double T. She wants a crab cake dinner with string beans and mashed potatoes. So I'm on my way there today because I have neglected my family and friends, but Aunt Pearl was first on the list.
Well, I'm going to ask somebody to take a picture for me, please, while we're here, because Miss Pearl, my grandmother used to do Miss Pearl's hair. And so me and Miss Pearl are tight like that. And she is watching me grow, and we love each other so much. And so when you see Miss Pearl, you give her a big hug and a kiss from me and tell her that Tony, because that's what she's gonna know me as, Miss Madeline's grandson, and show her my picture and let her know how much I love her. She is so sweet, and she loves her family. She is such a jewel. And now I see how you can be such a jewel, because it don't come sweeter than Miss Pearl. Please give her my love.
I will do that, absolutely. And she's doing amazingly well. So I want to go see her today. First on the list. After Kinte.
See, hey, push people, good people, make good people, love people, love people. Remember that. This is Darius Say Stand with the Peace in the Morning Show at the 2021 Kunte Kinte Festival at the City Dock with Alderwoman Rhonda Kendall Charles.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony.
No doubt about it. All right, let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, give you a hug on my left cheek.
I will.
Thank you.
So, spiritual vitamins.
No. So we're gonna have at this moment, we're gonna bring up Amaka to just kick off, and so she can start off with the foundation. You want to start the foundation, Chidema? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. You want to switch chairs? I can handle that one. There we go. Shout out. All right. There she is. Everybody repeat after me. Isn't she lovely? Yeah. Isn't she wonderful?
Isn't she lovely?
Yeah, come on now. That's right. Do it till you're satisfied. Peace and love. Welcome to the Alkebulan Shule broadcast of the Peace in the Morning Show live at Kunte Kinte Festival.
Yes, thank you so much. I love this microphone. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Chidinma Menakaya. I'm with Alkebulan Shule. And what I want to say today is we have 7 circles. So what I found out, working toward a PhD, not there yet, but trying, is we're not just a physical being, we are also spiritual, we're social, we're physical, we're emotional, we're social, financial. So what we're gonna do today is have a learn-a-thon, okay? We're gonna bring people to talk about each circle, each identity, and we're gonna bring people to ask questions about how they are growing in those areas. So my name is Chidinma Menakaya, this is Alkebulan Shule. Stay tuned all day. We're taking donations via Venmo. We are raising $10,000 today. We only have $9,800 needed left. I believe we've already got a few hundred. So stay tuned. Keep scanning this, sending in money. And we're selling chocolate from Africa. And what else?
Let's see. We also are selling love. We got love. It's a learn-a-thon. It's a learn-a-thon, right? So we're learning, and while we learn, we're going to earn, okay?
Exactly.
And what better way to learn, your culture and your history and understand who we are. We have a young man in middle school and is now really discussions. We've got Pastor John Watts coming up, who stays between here, Baltimore, and Africa. And he's going to be bringing some gifts for the brothers when he comes on. I always give him a hard time. But yeah, we're definitely excited about what we have to come, on stage today. So in addition to it being a learn-a-thon, the reason why the learn-a-thon is so important is because when you know who you are, you're a star. So real quick, this is a quiz for you.
I'm ready.
So we had a particular guest. So this is 2 questions, 2-part question, right? First part, we had a particular guest on the show. This particular guest said that the makeup of people of Alkebulan African descent is actually stardust. Stardust. Now, who was that scholar? Come on, y'all.
Was it Dr. King Darius Stanton? Was it you?
But I like it though. I like it.
Okay, so we did have a scholar come on, Renoku Rashidi. Did he say that?
Rest in peace. Let's give a second. Please say rest in peace. Hold on, everybody. Rest in peace. There you go. We got a crowd out here. Y'all gotta make some noise before I bring on my boys, okay? No, it was Tony Browder. Am I right? Am I right? Fact check me. Yeah, go check it out. I'm positive because I do my homework before I talk.
He did say that, and the reason why it's important is I believe he's the only Black. I believe they get 300 scholar grants a year to dig in Egypt, and he's the only Black one. So 299 of them are white. One of them is Black. So he's actually digging in Egypt. He found the pyramids and all this stuff. So he brought the artifacts, showed us, and he apparently said, we are stardust. And I never thought about that before. I heard you say that, and it actually does make sense,
So our very makeup is of stardust. So Don't you know who you are? You're a star. That's what Al Kavilon Shule is about. So thank you so much to demo. Now, our 7 circles are going to be coming up, right?
Yeah.
So all day you're going to hear from different members of this phenomenal group, this brilliant group of brothers and sisters, kings and queens, our royal family. And they're going to talk about our health, mental health. I'm going to talk about emotional intelligence, physical health, cultural health, spiritual health, financial health, and social. There you go. So coming to the stage, yes, sir. We're gonna bring on Brother Pastor John Watts. Pastor John, before you come up, I wanna bring a young brother. He's in the wings. Come on up, King. Double duo. So one of y'all play the drums and one of y'all play the. Oh, he's drums. Are you a Brown? Yeah, I'm a Brown. So Browns play drums. And what's your last name? You're a Selma. Y'all play congos. I got y'all. Hey, man, y'all sit down. I don't need to see that. I can stand up. Ron, yeah, you got. There you go. All right. This one you got to sit back in. Okay, y'all cool? I know. I'm good. I'm staying. So, tell me your full name.
Darren Jr.
Okay, tell me again.
Darren Brown Jr.
Right, Darren Brown Jr. What do you play, Darren?
The drums.
Okay. How long you been playing the drum?
Since I was a baby.
Wow. Well, how old are you now?
12.
Okay, my man, 12. And your name, brother?
Troy Selman Jr.
Troy Selman Jr. What do you play?
Congress.
And how old are you?
12.
12. So we got 2 dynamic 12. So how long you been playing the Congo?
I was like 3.
What? So who taught you how to play the Congo?
My dad.
Big Papa in the house. Yeah, your father can smack, no doubt. But I saw you the other day on Facebook. I don't know where the party was, but they let you go, both of y'all, as a matter of fact, and y'all lit it up. So I really want to make sure we get y'all on the Al Kavilon Shule. You know, we need to create a go-go band for the Shule, right? So we could like be one of y'all sponsors. Am I right? This the team right here. So, you know, they make the decision. So would y'all be interested in having a sponsor?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Well, I see y'all manager out there looking at me like, yeah, what's up? So tell what school do y'all go to?
I go to Brooklyn Park.
Bates Middle.
All right, Bates Middle, that's where I went to school. The Cougars in the house, baby. Yeah, that's right. We won the championship. Cuz, what's happening? So tell me what got y'all, wanting to get into music?
Well, my dad's actually a musician too. And he inspired me and stuff, and I watched like a lot of drum videos and stuff.
What about you, Sam?
My dad, he started playing drums in church. And then one time we just had the congos there, and ever since we started like that.
Awesome. So in terms of music, what do y'all want to do? Where do y'all want to go with your music? What kind of music do y'all want to put out there?
I want to get out there. I want to be like, not just like one type of genre music, like one type of genre music.
Okay, right on. What's your favorite genre right now?
I can choose.
Okay. How about you?
As far as possible.
Okay. As far as possible. In that case, there's no limit, right? So here's a question for you. So you all see the violence that's taking place in our communities, right? How much do you think the music is impacting how we behave? And then when you all play video games, right? So there's a lot of violence, a lot of murder, a lot of shooting and killing in video games as well. Are we seeing that on television a lot? And we seeing that in our neighborhoods? Do you think there's a correlation between the video games we play that are so violent and the music that we listen to and rap and sing that's violent as well? Is there a correlation between that?
Depends on what type of genre of music it is.
So there is music that you think that's out here that does promote violence and killing?
Yeah.
Do you think, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but that's what it comes when you're on television. So is that something that we should do, or should we, create other music that is really still sound good, still funky, still lit, but positive message?
No, I think we should make other music that does not promote violence.
There you go, Pop. Good answer. What about you, Mr. Brown?
I mean, music is a vibe to it depends on how his attitude is and how his mindset is. So depending on that,
Okay. Well, you hear from these young brothers. Do y'all have the way for people to follow you on y'all got Instagrams already? Or okay, y'all do give it to the people so they can know how to follow.
You can follow me on Instagram at BigMoney_Troy.
BigMoney_Troy. Okay.
Follow me on Instagram, OFC_D.
There it is. So you heard it from the two brothers, the Congo player and the drummer. Y'all have a band already? Oh, hey, Action 5. Back in the day, we put them on the map. So, let's talk. Definitely Al Cable Shule wants to support y'all. Thank y'all so much for being on the Piece of the Morning show.
Stage 4:30.
Oh, y'all gonna be on stage at 4:30? Which one? The other stage. Oh, the community stage. Okay, 4:30. Come on down to the city dock here at the city of Annapolis. Check out these young brothers. They're gonna light the community stage up at 4:30, right now across from the Market House in Annapolis, Maryland. Do me a favor when y'all get a chance. When I say 1, 2, 3, say peace in the morning, all right? Nice and loud. 1, 2, 3.
Peace in the morning.
Yeah, I like it. Yes, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Much success, man. Excellent. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. I'm gonna sit right here. Okay. So that was that's what it's all about. A few years ago, we had our good brother Young Dylan, who now is Nickelodeon's #1 TV show. Young Dylan. He also is doing something on Sundays with football. Got a late night show. The brother's just lighting it up right here from Annapolis, Maryland. Young Dylan. So coming up next is Pastor John. Hey, Vatican Dance Museum just had a humongous event. We'd love to be able to get her on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to for the very first time, but not the last. I pray. We got to get them while we're in the country. Hopefully we can get our sister from Vatican Dance to come back by at some point. There you go. So, Pastor John, good to see you, brother. So normally we always start off out at Cable Shule classes on Saturday mornings, the first Saturday. This is a learn-a-thon. So go to www.alcabelonshule. Here it is, www.alcabelonshule.org. Look at my cousins walking through. That's why I love the live 2021, because you can holler at your cousins as they walk by and tell them you love them. Right on. So, Pastor John, what does it mean for you to help formulate Al Cable Shule? Why is it so important in the work that you do in your community?
Well, it's so important because, first and foremost, honoring your creator is so important. And then knowing, I believe you said that we were made from stardust, which is the first that I've heard. And this is an amazing concept because that should let you know that we come straight from the divine. And then letting our community and having our Kepulon Shule, and the people that we come in contact with, to let them know that we are spiritual before we're natural. And so if you know that you come from the mind of God, then you have the capability of creating anything. And I wish some of you all were here. And I don't know if you are on your way, if you can get here, if you can just see this magnanimous occasion and how all of the people are collectively here today to celebrate our uniqueness, but at the same time, our unity, our oneness. So Kepulon Shule is an organization, a school to bring us together, just not to show our diversity, but our oneness, our unity collectively together.
So thank you, Pastor John. So you passed out. We had a chance this summer, especially Queen Chidema and I had a chance to be managed, supported, and supervised by your mother, who Mama Watts, Queen Mother Watts, one of the most brilliant women. And I come from a brilliant mother myself, and your mother is no short of brilliance. But your family is very productive, very successful, and definitely come. How important is home and family in terms of you being able to do what you do and traveling now all over the world?
Home is very important. Home is where your shaping starts. And you know, my father, and I just had somebody walk up to me at the event and said, "Oh my God, you look just like your father. You look just like your father." So, home, everything starts at home. And I heard you mention something about violence. The reason why we have violence in so many areas of our community because our homes needs repairing. And you talked about my mother. My mother was the life and heartbeat of our lives. She kept my father in straight. She kept us straight. And so she's been a very important piece. But home is very important. And if you can fix it at home, then you can fix it in your community. If you can fix it in your community, you can fix it in the state. You can fix it in the state, you can fix it in the nation, and you can fix the world. But it starts at home. Even spirituality, understanding who you are. I wanted to say this. My mother would always tell us that you are somebody. And you are somebody important, and don't allow no one to devour you or deduce you that you are made in the mind of God. And so through that, understanding that I'm just not a person, a physical person, but I'm a spiritual person. And so even all of the things that surround me, all the negativity, all the prejudice, all the racism, it cannot stop me because I know how to maneuver because I am a spirit being that's living in the natural body.
Whew, wow. So, that's coming right up. Hey, cuz, another cousin coming through the Beans family in the house. That's right. Hey, cuz, Captain Thornell's going to come behind you. And that's a great transition because he's going to talk about, he and I had the conversation in pre-production today, talking about how parents have to instill a passion for learning, for education, but most importantly, knowledge of self. And the absence of that allows other people to make you feel a way that you can't learn, that math and science isn't for you, that school isn't for you, all of those types of things. And what you just said is basically the armor, because when somebody tells you who you are, nobody on the outside can tell you anything different. And yeah, you might ruffle a little bit, but you got a solid foundation. Come on with it.
My father and on my father's side, and even my mother's side, they used to tell us because we were a little bit more chocolate than the rest of the family. But they used to always tell us that you are beautiful black children. There's something unique about your blackness and who you are. And that gave me the confidence. It gave me the confidence even when I was with some of my peers who thought that being something else was better but I was always confident because I had that support. And another one, before Brother Cornell comes, that my parents gave me their values. And their values were passed down. And so I understood how education was important. I understood how math was important. I understood that they told us when we was kings and queens before we were anything else, So it's important that you know your heritage and where you come from. God bless.
Thanks so much. Let's give it up for Pastor John Watts. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to make a shift in gears. When we come up, we're going to have next my captain. This brother taught me the safety of sailing, the safety of how to maneuver on the water. And Captain Thornell Jones, and also interviewing Captain Jones is going to be our very own Queen Chidema. So when we come back, we're going to have our good brother Captain Jones, and Queen Chidema is going to be the interviewee. The host.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, she's going to take over. When we come back, right here on the Peace in the Morning Show. This is Darius A. Stanton. And we crank it live at the 2021 Kinte Festival. Remember to learn the phone. Ow. Come on, y'all. Peace in the morning. Peace in the morning. Peace in the morning. Bring it on down, bring it on down, bring it on down. All right, that's right. This is Darius Say Stand with Peace in the Morning. I'm gonna bring up Chidema. And we're gonna switch gears. So Chidema is going to talk. Introduce what? Okay. So I'm gonna let Chidema introduce the circles. Have you introduce the circles? These two, they talk all the time anyway, so it's gonna be natural for them to talk today on screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna pass the mic over to our host for the most, Chidema. Let's give her a big round of applause. All right, everybody, when I say Al-Kabilon, y'all say Shule. Al-Kabilon. 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 Yeah, that's right. At the Learnathon at the Al-Kabilon Shule. That's how we do it. The Learnathon at the Al-Kabilon Shule on the Peace in the Morning show. And she's going to introduce our top queen in the house. One of our co-founders and the founder of Connected Dots here in the city, an educator in Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Sister Amaka, will be introduced by none other than Chidema. We'll be right. You'll see me soon. Peace.
Thank you so much, King Darius. Okay, I'm going to move over to this seat, even though this one is more wobbly. So whoever sits here, please be careful. So let's get moving. So as you guys know, this is a Learnathon. So we have created an assessment for Al-Kabilon Shule, so students can join, right? And then you have an assessment, so we score you where you are spiritually, physically, emotionally, spiritually, culturally, socially. There's 7 of them, so we actually score you. And then we provide classes internally that are internally created and externally curated. So next up, we have Monica Lindsay, actually known as Amaka, which is her Nigerian Igbo name. She's coming up. She's the president, actually, of Al-Kabilon Shule, the glue, the Wonder Woman, the one that keeps us all going. Otherwise, you know, we're doing good deeds, we'd be sleeping. So if not for Monica Lindsay, Amaka, president of our company, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, Amaka.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Such a wonderful opportunity out here at the Kinte Festival. Seeing all these people enjoying this opportunity in this day is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Chidema. I'm so honored that you are on my team.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm on your team too, girl.
This is the vice president with the most. She works on our transatlantic projects. She is connecting us with businesses and opportunities in Africa. We're taking this global approach because we think now is the time to now is the time to think globally and act locally, and it's a fantastic time to be alive and be part of such a great program. I think Al-Kabilon Shule, in the year we've been doing this, has done a phenomenal amount of activities, and it's very exciting about what we have coming up in 2022. Our projects that we're working on is going to be absolutely amazing.
Clearly, we are blessed. Clearly, we are favored. We just got a grant, y'all. So anyone 18 to 21 can sign up. You get a free trip to Africa. You get a mini grant. Amazing. So much going on. Violet, you keep talking.
Yeah, so our mini grant program, we are a program that's a family rites of passage program. We accept anybody from 8 to 100 years. But we're so pleased to be able to offer an opportunity that's going to let young people between the ages of 18 to 21 to travel free. I said free. Everybody's saying nothing free. And like, this is a free opportunity for our Al-Kabilon Shule travel program scholars. And we're going to going to be able to offer that in 2022 to some lucky scholars to sign up for the Kebulon Shule program. They're going to get to travel with us to Ghana, Africa, and experience what it's like to walk in the motherland, to connect with their roots. We're so excited to be able to offer that opportunity. That's the only program we're going to be offering young people coming in 2022. We're going to be offering our own version of Shark Tank, right?
Yes. So what this means, guys, so let me get this brochure. So I actually had to go to high school in Nigeria, West Africa. I was born here, but my dad was like, oh, we're going to Africa. And I hated it then, but now I'm grateful. So when I was there, I realized a lot of things, okay? What I realized is literally I can tell that we're supposed to be working with them and they're working with us. We literally have everything they need and they have everything we need. It's like, it's a puzzle that's so clear in my opinion, having lived both places. When I talk about the mini grant, right? These are what we've come up with, and people can offer their own suggestions. But imagine you get a mini grant, you're 18 to 21, we help you with a website, and you come up with a project on how to solve a problem in Africa. Whether it's electricity, it could be solar panel, you can buy it on Amazon. You know what I mean? It's electricity. There's people in Africa right now, cousins, okay? That's literally like, I'm standing right now, but this is where there's a daily basis in their house. So it's solar panel. So focusing on a problem that deals with electricity, exposure. What does exposure mean? When I see people on TV talking about Africa, I know I'm talking about it now. We see poor people. But you know what? My uncle, my dad, we have acres in Africa. My uncle has a 30-bed house with an ostrich farm. You know, there's rich people in Africa. So we need exposure of the village, not just the village, but the city. So that's what, a YouTube video, you know what I mean? So, and work with someone we pair with in Africa. So the next project, establishment. What that means is there's a lot of things that have been created. There's no need to reinvent any wheel. It's, oh, you know what, my school, we have a book club, okay? And your school in Nigeria could have a book club, but we have someone here telling them the book we do. You know, it's just, okay, you establish something, and then it could be in your honor, and then you start from there, and you have something in your head that I did this. And something about accomplishing one goal and taking a step that makes you go even higher, okay? And then lastly, export. It's not easy or cheap or to ship things from Africa, but you can do it. So there's products that are made in Africa, food, there's things that we can be sending here. So how can we get it cheaper at this point? Like, what can we do? Help. Should be in people's suitcases that are coming automatically. Like, what can we do? We kids who have brains who are sitting around apparently working at U-Haul, lifting boxes. Like, come on, let's start a business. We'll give you a mini grant. We'll take you to a trip to Africa and meet the person you're working with. So sign up at a Kebulon Shule, and these are the projects that are available. We'll mentor Thornell, Dr. Thornell, I keep saying doctor because the doctor in my head, but Scholar Thornell, Chief Thornell, that's coming up after Monica and then Mike. We'll talk more about how he can mentor people and move all the projects forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we are so very, very excited to be able to offer all these opportunities coming up this year. So go on our website. It is www.alkebulon. I'm going to spell that for you. ALKEBULAN Shule SHULE.org. Please sign up. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. We're going to go on this journey together. We're going to fill those gaps. We know our education leaves lots and lots of holes. We want to help fill those holes, help each other fill those holes. Exciting opportunities await. And we are here for it. And we want you to join us. So next on our list, as you all have heard, we're doing our culture circles, the 7 areas of the well-being for every human being exists on this planet. And we are very, very excited and honored to have our elder, Mr. Thornell Jones. Mr. Thornell Jones is a physicist by trade. He is an academic scholar, an involved activist, an incredible elder. He has something that he wants to share with us today from our intellectual circle. So as he said, there's 7 circles. One of those is the intellectual circle, and that's the circle we're going to be focusing on right now. And our honored scholar is going to present something to us about technology and science and our people. So,
thank you, Mama. I'm Thornell Jones. I
finished the coursework for the PhD in physics. It was a long ride, and everybody needs to understand that because it's no time to be. So I want to talk about African Americans in science and technology. In order for us to be involved in science and technology at the level that we should, all of our families need to be involved. We need to be involved with arithmetic and mathematics almost from day one. We need to be building things mechanical, and that means blocks. We start with blocks, and we move to Legos, and wherever else that needs. But building mechanical things is an important part of understanding how things fit together. Then we need to move on to electronics. We live in an electronic age. We think of it as the computer age, but the computer age is on its way out. It's really the electronic age and the intellectual age. Everybody needs to learn how to code computers. Children need to learn how to code computers. So here's an idea. When you get ready to buy a gift for a child, good gift to buy is a Raspberry Pi. For about $100, you can have a full function computer that your child can learn how to program, how to play games, all kinds of activities to improve their logical thinking. It's the logical thinking that's going to help them to be full-fledged citizens. So the best gift for a toddler, believe it or not, is an iPad. You buy it for yourself and then you let your infant play with it. It's a great tool for learning. You learn all kinds of things on an iPad, and if you see people in the richer communities, all their kids are playing around on iPads, learning words, learning colors, learning everything. This is the kind of thing that we need to be doing.
So we got a little challenge. We got
So understanding science is really important. You may recognize that COVID-19 has had an unbelievable negative impact on our community. The impact on our community is partly because we don't really understand science, and so many of us thought, oh, it's too soon. Well, people, they've been working on viruses and working on vaccines for 40 or 50 years. And the fact that they were able to produce this rapidly was an example of how far science has come here and why we need to get on top of it. Everybody needs to be vaccinated. Everybody needs to be wearing masks and social distancing where it's appropriate.
So I'm going to jump in real quick because we have a technical challenge. So right now, Captain Jones is sharing some information that is so important to our community because our young people need to know the difference between having a solid foundation to know that you can do anything you want to do and versus being told you can't do it or just no support and guidance in any direction except for what you see on television and in video games. You just heard from the young people that that's not cool. So we're going to transfer his information so we can upload it on the screen. And in the meantime, we're going to switch to another circle by the Barbers. And the Barbers, which is a combination of Judge Claudia Barber and the scholar educator Barber, Antoinette Barber, and then we're going to come back with Captain Jones. All right?
Okay.
So we'll be right back, and we're going to make that shift. And in the meantime, we're going to do a little learn-a-thon. Come on down. Thank you, Captain Jones. So yeah, you can email it to me. That's what's going. The Joneses.
Don't forget.
Yes. So the barber. So we're gonna do the. Don't forget learn-a-thon. You learn and donate. You learn, we earn. That's what we're doing today. You learn, we earn. There's the lovely president of Bowie State University. Hey, Madam President. I'm doing well. Good to see you as well. One of our favorites. This is one of the top college presidents in the world, not only the United States of America. No doubt about it. Good to see you. Mm-hmm. Judge Barber, you probably should introduce yourself. It'd be a good one. You know it? Have you all met? You and the president of Bowie? Y'all met? Oh, well, you should take advantage of the opportunity. Yeah, it's okay.
Wait, would you like to?
There you go, Judge.
What we're doing now is if you spin this and you tell us about how.
So as we get ready to transition, Amaka, it's gonna be a reggae, a gospel band is gonna perform. So they're gonna be on, and after that we're gonna come back and have the barbers do their presentation. Otherwise it'll be pretty loud and funky. Right? Sound good? You got it?
We have a commercial break.
We got a commercial break? Okay, you want to take over? There we go.
All right.
Okay, Madame, not Danny. That's Igbo for sit down. So my name is Chidinma. What's your name? I heard them gasping for air when you walked by, so you're a celebrity somehow.
So I'm a celebrity because of all the amazing students I have at Bowie State University, and I also have a great team of faculty and staff, and so I'm very proud to be president of Bowie State University in Prince George's County, Maryland.
Wow, congratulations. What do you do there?
I am the president
of the whole school?
Our university, the 10th president and first female president.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's great.
Thank you. So as I said, this is a Kevin Shule. We're teaching people. I created an assessment. I would maybe go to Bowie. I'm trying to figure which school to go to, but I want to get a PhD in maybe psychology. So we created an assessment to teach people how to grow in different areas, intellectually, socially, spiritually, different areas. So what we're gonna do is we'll have you spin this wheel, and then when you get, you'll let us know how you grow in that area. Apparently, people like you are doing things we don't know about. So you got emotionally.
So especially during these times, a great challenge, we face so much as a country. We need to make sure that we're feeding our emotional growth and development. The way we do that is with balance in our lives. First and foremost, remembering about our history and from whence we came. And that helps to keep you there. But then being in the present with people like yourself, being present and enjoying each other's company. We've learned that for this pandemic, haven't we? Take every day as a day that's full of blessings and really do what you can to enjoy those blessings. Balance in your life, remembering your history, and making sure that you stay present with the wonderful people that you touch every day.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. And you get a prize, we'll do it off the air, but thank you so much. One more time.
Anita Bro, and Bowie State University.
Wow, Queen. Thank you. Okay, well, you her. Oh my gosh, the whole president of Bowie University. So please don't forget to scan this code. We are taking donations. We want to provide more scholarships, more funding for kids to get grants, work on projects with kids in Africa and students in Africa. So please scan this code. We have a goal of $10,000. Apparently, you have to have a goal. You can't just give me money and take whatever you get. We have a goal. So we picked $10,000 because we can do it. We are all rich in many different ways. So please scan this code. We're getting a few donations, and we will continue with the program. Are you coming?
All Okay, so we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. We're gonna let the gospel roll. We got Rain on stage when you come back. That was our president, Anita Bro. Thank you so much for British State University stopping by. There's another Spa Road pop up. Our great Dr. Mowbray in the house. Spa Road representing. This is Darius Satan with the Peace of the Morning Show. Our sponsor, Al Caven. You're hearing all the great things that we're doing, all the work, and how important it is to educate your children about who they really are. And so as a result of that, we'll be right back on the Peace of the Morning Show here live at the Kinte Festival, City Docks. Come on down. It's going until 7 o'clock. So you'll have 4 hours to get down here and have a good time. Rub shoulders and elbows with good people and get all this good vibe. Al Caven on what?
Shule!
Al Caven on what?
Shule!
Al Caven on who? You're going to learn today at the Learn-a-thon. Go to Al Caven Shule and donate. Al Caven Shule. Peace in the morning.